You are listening to the Vocal Technologist. Spoken tech for your ears.
Welcome back. You know, the tech world moves so fast, it's easy to get lost in the headlines. But sometimes the really big shifts, the important stuff, it's happening just underneath. So today, we're going to try and cut through some of that and pull out a few key insights, things that really make you go, aha.
Absolutely. It's always interesting to see what's really driving change beyond just the latest product launch.
Yeah.
We're looking at stuff that could fundamentally alter industries, maybe even how we live.
Exactly. So let's start with a Google Pixel. Get this. They only have about 3% of the phone market.
Right.
Tiny, right? For a giant like Google, that's almost nothing. So why? Why keep pouring resources into it?
Well, it's a fascinating question. And I think the insight here is that Google fundamentally believes the future isn't just about, slick new hardware designs every year. They're playing a much longer game. It's about the software, the AI, the connected devices working together. We're hearing they're already finalizing their 2026 phones, starting on 2027 concepts.
Wow, 2027 already.
Yeah. So this isn't about chasing Q4 sales figures. It's strategic. It's about embedding their intelligence deeper, making those under-the-hood changes that ultimately benefit the whole Android ecosystem, maybe.
So that patience, it tells you that for these big players, sometimes the goal isn't just selling that specific product. It's about building the foundation, the intelligence layer that powers everything else.
Okay, so speaking of foundations and massive investments, let's talk about AI. Powering this AI boom takes unbelievable amounts of computing power. And honestly, Oracle wasn't the first name I thought of.
Right. It's been a bit of an unexpected rise, but the scale is just, well, staggering. They've signed huge deals. OpenAI is apparently set to become their biggest customer. We're talking 5 gigawatts of power needed. 5.
5 gigawatts. That's city-level power.
It's enormous. And Nvidia rents capacity from them, too. Now, this huge investment actually led to Oracle's first negative annual cash flow since, 1990.
Whoa, since 1990. Yeah. So it raises questions, is this the future, these massive AI infrastructure providers? Or is it a huge gamble on margins that might not be sustainable long term?
Yeah.
Is the picks and shovels play, but at an immense cost?
It really highlights the hidden costs, the sheer scale behind the AI headlines we see every day. It's not just algorithms, it's warehouses full of incredibly power-hungry hardware.
Okay, so that infrastructure isn't just for, writing emails faster. It's enabling breakthroughs elsewhere, like in life sciences. Imagine training an AI on biology without even needing a wet lab. Sounds like sci-fi.
It does, but it's happening. Look at the Chan Zuckerberg Initiative's project, rBio. It's essentially an AI model trained using virtual simulations of cells. Think digital twins for biology at the cellular level.
Virtual cells, how does that even work?
They call it soft verification. The AI learns guided by predictions from these complex virtual models, so researchers can test biological hypotheses computationally first. It could dramatically speed up research, drug discovery, all before you spend a dime on expensive lab work. That's a paradigm shift, isn't it? It could genuinely accelerate medical breakthroughs, faster discoveries, potentially faster treatments.
It really could. A completely different way to approach science.
All right, let's completely shift gears now. From high-tech labs to school. But imagine a school with no teachers, no homework.
Sounds pretty good, right? Well, there's a place called Alpha School in Austin, Texas, K through 12. And yeah, basically teacherless, homeworkless. Students use AI tutor apps for about 2 hours a day.
2 hours? What about the rest of the day?
That's the interesting part. 4 hours are spent in workshops learning practical skills. Things like running an Airbnb, managing investments, even starting a business. Real-world stuff.
And does it work?
Apparently, yes. Their students are testing in the top 0.1% nationally. It's pretty amazing. They're even trying to scale some of these ideas for free with something called Timeback.
Wow. That really challenges everything, doesn't it? It makes you ask, what is learning? Could AI personalize things so much that kids learn faster and get their childhoods back for practical skills? It's a provocative idea. On my other show, Vocal Technologist, we often talk about tech's role, but this is next level. So quite a range today. Google's long game, Oracle's massive infrastructure bet, virtual cells, changing science, and completely rethinking school.
That's a lot, yeah. And maybe the final thought for you to chew on is this. How do all these different threads, the strategy, the power, the simulation, the education model, how do they weave together? How will they collectively change not just technology, but our daily lives, our definition of progress in the years to come? Worth keeping an eye on, definitely.
Spoken Tech for your ears.